Trifasciata, is that what it says? Or just Sansevieria?
Yeah, Sansevieria. Yes.
Okay. Sansevieria trifasciata, or snake plant, is that what the common name?
Yeah.
Okay. Snake plant has a very leathery feel, almost plasticky to some extent. This one is a little more leathery than plasticky because it's ready to be transplanted. This thing needs to be busted up and divided, but I've not been able to get to that this time. So it normally has a little bit more of a rigid feel to it, but this is still a decent example. You'll notice that the sword-like foliage, it actually emanates from rhizomatous structure right there underneath the soil. So new plants are formed from buds that occur on those rhizomes. And then the foliage is just a typical sword-shaped foliage with somewhat acuminate tip on the end. It's not very sharp or anything. It's not going to hurt you too bad. You don't want to like lay down in it or anything. But there'll be different foliage types. This one is a very much variegated. So it's got a lot of white and sort of yellowish in it. Some forms of snake plant can be pure green, but most of the time the forms of snake plant that we see are somewhere between pure green and this one. Most of the time they've got different variegations in them, but typically run straight up and down with the variegated stripes, if you will, whites, yellows, and only grown for the foliage for the most part. Now it does bloom. It has sort of a creamy white bloom that is fragrant, but we typically don't see that. This one, the ponytail palm, and let's see. Really, those two are the only ones this week that are used indoors. Okay, so this is a widely used indoor plant, interior scapes.
Snake plant and ponytail palm.
All right, questions on snake